Hey guys, welcome to Sound Pure. I'm Barry. In this video, we'll be looking at different types of metal shell snare drums. One of the frequent questions we get is, what's the best metal drum out there? Thankfully, over the last few decades, there's been tremendous advances in terms of shell offerings. On the outside, these all look the same, and technically, these are all three of these are particularly brass snare drums. Where the differences lie are the inside of the shell. So some of these techniques have changed and allowing for a lot of different possibilities. So typically what it starts with is the welded shell, then you have the spun shell, and then you have the cast shell. So all three of these have kind of unique characteristics that you won't find in a lot of other drums. So with the welded shell, this is typically going to be probably the widest in terms of production possibilities. These typically are going to be a single sheet of metal that are rolled over and then welded on the inside. They add the crimps and the folds, which will give you your bearing edges, and it just allows for a mass production type. So this allows you to get drums as low as, say, $150 all the way up to, say, $1,000. And then you're going to have a variety of metals to choose from. Typically, for the most part, you're going to see steel, metal, aluminum, and brass. But it's not to exclude copper or bronze, and titanium, and a variety of others. This again is kind of the mass production, just allowing you to get the most bang for your buck. The second variety is the hand-spun. The hand-spun takes it to the next level. So it takes a lot of the same principles and shell design here, but takes it up and amplifies it just a little bit more. This takes a machining process of actually spinning the shell into space, so there's no actual weld. So the weld actually will kind of disrupt some of the airflow, kind of change the pitch. You won't get that with this guy. So what happens here is with the machine and actually welding, the flanges actually become a little bit fatter, a little bit wider, giving you a fuller body sound. It's just a step up above this guy, and just absolutely incredible sonic results. And then you got the cast shells. The cast shells are absolutely incredible, and it's not for the faint of heart. This starts with the casting process where they're actually pouring hot molten metal into a cast. They break away the cast and then they start to chisel it away or grind it away. A lot of them are now using a CNC machine to get a precise shell. This guy actually comes in at 3 millimeters. There's some shells that go out to 5 millimeters. So these two guys in comparison are 1 millimeter shells. So super thin and then super thick. At 3 millimeters, this guy weighs in about 16 pounds. It's absolutely incredible. So the sonic results are just absolutely solid. So again, I mean, with some of these guys here, you're going to have a straight shell, no disruption to the airflow. Both of these will actually have flanges. So there's going to be some sort of kind of disruption to the airflow. Once it passes that first flange, you're going to get an expansion of the air. The bottom, you're going to get a contraction of the air. So what's going to happen is you can, depending on how you tune the drum, you're going to get a really high bright side. It's going to get a little bit tighter and a little bit brighter. On the low side, it can get a little bit fatter and a little bit wetter. This guy here, because there's no disruption of the airflow, it's a straight shot. So you have a little bit more flexibility in terms of your tuning capability. One thing that I will note is that a lot of the cast shells, you're going to see die-cast tubes. Typically, these guys just they don't flex near as much, and the sensitivity is completely different. So this is definitely one of those kind of situations where it's suited for guys that really love that kind of high bright thing, or guys that are swinging from another zip code. It just allows you to kind of lay into this drum and not have to worry about it. For these guys, these guys are just great workhorse drums. Whether you're doing a studio thing, a home recording, or just live playing, these guys are absolutely incredible. The thin shell doesn't require a whole lot of extra kind of force to kind of get these drums to speak and articulate. And typically these beds have a really shallow snare bed, so you're just getting this sensitivity that you won't find from a lot of the other drums. So that's the basic kind of three common snare drums that you're going to find in metal shells. So again, you've got the welded shell, the hand-spun, and then the cast. These are just three awesome opportunities for you guys to kind of expand your sound. Each of them are kind of slightly different from the other, just giving you, again, just a unique opportunity to achieve your sonic goals. We hope that you found this video very informative. We're always looking for possibilities and questions, so if you have anything, hit us up. We'd be happy to take care of you. Thanks for watching.